Suppose you're hanging the wrong man.
I reckon we'd feel right sorry if we ever found it. Let's get this thing over with. On your horses and after him, men. He's stolen my boot.
Have you got anything to say before you go?
Gentlemen, I still say I'm innocent.
And I'm still saying I don't believe you.
Put him away up, gentlemen. No, not you.
Who, me? And the other one, easy.
I get the idea that you're about to hang my friend here.
That was the idea.
He seems to think he's innocent.
Say, I could hang this old rascal for anything you can think of. And I still think I'd be right.
Well, what do you think about it?
Well, being what you might call entirely innocent, I'm against it.
No hanging today, boys. Go on, son. Get around there. Now, if you boys will kindly dismount. Now I'm going to have to trouble you boys for your gun. Thank you. Put them on the end here. You. Come on. Thank you. Well, Sheriff, I guess I'm going to have to skip you. Thank you.
That's my hat.
That was your hat. Reimburse the gentleman for the chapeau. The what? The hat.
Oh, the sombrero.
Now, if there's any left over, Sheriff, you buy your men some new boots. We're taking your guns and your horses down the road a piece. Goodbye. Come on, friend, let's go.
Empty rifle shells.
Laramie Nelson. That's a right nice name. How long you had it?
Oh, ever since I can remember.
Well, that's quite unusual. Folks around here change their names quite frequent, especially them that carry wooden guns. There's only a state line ought to be around here somewhere. When we're across that, we'll be safe.
I wouldn't say we're safe anywhere around here. A little too quick with their hangings.
Well, it didn't hang you, did it?
But they tried too hard enough. I was riding in a circle looking for a job. My horse was tied, so I changed him for a fresh one, leaving mine in its place. First thing I know, I had a rope around my neck. I run across you, and you're in the same fix.
And me, the innocentest man in the entire country. When you get back to Wyoming, I always want you to remember that when you stop that hanging, you saved the innocentest man in New Mexico. Yes, sir. Always been known as Honest Tracks Williams.
Yeah. Well, come around here. I want you to meet a friend of yours. Honest Trax Williams.
$500 reward. Why, this is the first time in over 35 years of business activity that they offered less than $1,000 reward. Why, it's an outrage. It's a disgrace. Why, I could sue him for that. Laramie, take me back to Wyoming. They don't appreciate me here no more.
Well, don't take it so hard, Trax. I'll take you back if you promise to reform.
You take me back, and I'll do the doggonedest job of reformating you ever hear and tell on.
About 5 years since I've used this marriage service, but I suppose the rules are just the same, though. Well, this here's a hunting license, but according to Hoyle, I need only to change a word or two to make it a bona fide marriage license. Now, you just make yourself comfortable while I've got to ask you a few questions required by law before I can collect my fee.
You know, this is the first time I ever was married.
No.
Yes, sir.
I've got to put your names down so the law knows who's marrying who. What's yours?
Alonzo Q. Mulhall.
Alonzo Q. Yeah. The Q is put in for punctuation, I suppose. Alonzo A.L. I'm going to do you a favor, young fellow. I'll just put you down as Al. Your name?
Lenta Lindsay.
From the Spanish Peaks Ranch?
Yes, sir. We rode all the way horseback.
Well, you must be tired.
Oh, no, we're not.
See, I knew your father awfully well, the Colonel. Oh, Lord. I never missed seeing him whenever he came up here.
Would you mind hurrying? You see, we're starting for Kentucky as soon as we're married.
Well, you're not eloping, are you?
Oh, no. We're just in a hurry.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, come here.
Laramie, just what? In honor of my reforming.
Now, listen, Trax, old boy, you told me you were going to turn over a new leaf.
I know, but you can't turn over a new leaf without first wetting your thumb.
Maybe a good drink of water would do you.
Water?
Uh-huh.
Water? Why, there ain't no such thing as a good drink of water.
All right, make it quick, then. I'll meet you up at the general store.
Pretty bad mess. I guess I'll have to unhitch him.
Oh, no, you won't. I know a better way than that.
Oh, son.
That's it. I'll take care of you.
I hope we're in time.
We'd better be.
I now pronounce you.
Have you married them?
Not completely. I was about 2/3 through.
Well, forget it. She belongs back on the ranch with her sister. Well, she's only a youngster.
I'm sorry for your wedding, darling, but you must wait till you're sure you love him.
Well, why don't you do something about it? You said you were my knight in shining armor. You said not even dragons could stop you.
But your sister isn't a dragon. Give me time, Lenta. I gotta think.
You can think by yourself. I'm going. Oh, I thought I was marrying a hero. You're a weak. You're a rabbit, that's what you are. A rabbit.
Next time you show up at that ranch, I'm going to take a shot at you. Lock this idiot up for eloping with a minor.
Alonzo Q. Rabbit. But you never told me Monroe Adams had something to do with this, you know.
It's none of his business. He's only the administrator of Colonel Lindsay's estate.
Well, he seems to make it his business. You know, the Colonel's horses must be worth a bit of money. And that Monroe Adams is a crafty lawyer when it comes to figures.
I'll fix him before I get through. I'll fix them all.
I know that. That's something you've got to worry about. Well, you got to go to jail.
What for?
What for? For girl stealing, that's what's for. You know, I wish you'd taken a horse. I could have hung you. How do you do, Mrs. Smith? Sister. Still, how do you do?
Hey, Sheriff, this little fella just shot a hole in the mirror back of the barn.
Come right with me, will you, please?
Now, wait a minute. I didn't shoot the bartender, did I?
No, but you busted up the only looking glass in town. Come right with me, please.
Don't suppose they could sue me for that, do you?
Well, there's a possibility. Yeah, right.
Tell me, Lonesome, when did this love business start?
She was back in Kentucky. That was before her father died. Then her sister brought her out here.
Mm-hmm. And you followed her out?
That's it.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello.
Sheriff. I'd like to talk to you about that friend of mine.
That friend of yours is better off in jail where he is.
Yes, I know, but...
I know. You may not know him as well as we do out here.
Yes, but he seems harmless enough.
Well, that's only a question of geography. He's wanted in Kansas for cattle trouble, in Colorado for horse complaint, and in Texas, the gamblers run and hide the moment they see him coming.
What does Arizona want him for?
Well, nothing yet. There's a big herd of cattle coming in today, and the boys will be here for a couple of weeks spending their money while the herd rests up.
So you're locking tracks up to keep them out of competition.
Sure. We've got to give the local boys a break.
Sheriff, will you light this for me?
Sure. And, you know, big doings tonight, you know.
Hmm?
Fireworks.
Here, try this, Sheriff.
Yeah, fireworks and everything. Yes, indeed. Liable to last 11 o'clock. Young fellow, you know it's against the law to leave horses unhitched around here. In the meantime, a couple of weeks' rest will do those two fellows good.
And then her sister interfered.
That's it.
Why?
Oh, she's got a ranch out there with a lot of valuable horses and...
What'd you say?
I say she's got a ranch with a lot of valuable horses and she thinks she can run it just like her father did. The fact is, she thinks she can run everything and everybody.
Well, she seems to be doing pretty well. You see, what's the matter with you, Bud, is that you haven't had enough experience with the ladies. What you need is a good manager.
What I need is somebody to get me out of here.
Well, now, just coming to that. I'll not only get you out of here, but I'll elope you. And I'll make it stick if it's the last thing I ever do.
Where'd you get the firecrackers, Sonny?
Oh, down at that store down there?
Store, huh?
Sure.
like a Democratic convention. Time to go.
Nice day for a ride.
Get on that horse.
There you go. Come on.
Trouble with you is you don't know what romance is.
Sure I do. Romance is when a man runs after a woman until she catches him.
I promised this lonesome feller here to elope him. A real surefire elopement this trip. And if you'll help me, I'll do the cooking for the two of us till we get clean to Wyoming.
Lonesome? You sure you love this girl?
I'm sure I do. I'd die for her.
It's a pretty bad case, Laramie. He's half dead already.
Well, I guess I have to help you out. Come on.
It's about the finest horse ranch in the West. There's the big herd over there. About 600 or 700 of them.
Why'd even elope with an Eskimo for a herd like that?
Well, come on, let's ride in.
Oh, not me. Adam said he'd shoot me on sight if he caught me around the ranch again.
Well, maybe we better hide you out and we look things over. Come on.
I hired junior riders to take that herd of horses across the border and deliver them to my agent. Is that right?
That's right.
I drove this woman halfway across the state after a runaway sister to give you a chance to take those horses.
That's right.
What do you got to say for yourself? I come back and find the horses still here.
Well, old Andy decided to put up a fight. Took us most of the night to ride his men out into the hills. Lucky for us, we caught him when he tried to get back to the ranch. There he is now. I'm going to tell Miss Harriett about this.
Well, that's old Andy Winthrop, the foreman.
Looks like a nice, quiet place. Everybody seems to like everybody else.
Yeah, they seem to even be playing games.
What do you want to do with them? Get them out of sight. Take them in there. You hire them. We're riding in.
Here, son. Have a chaw. Man's remedy for solitude and heartache.
Decided what to do with him? I don't care what you do with him, as long as you keep his nose out of this. So far, you've made a mess out of it. Harriett Lindsay's got a deal on for those horses. The buyers are on the way. That means we've got to get that herd out of here.
Name your time. I'll get 'em out.
Make it tonight.
You can't round up that herd that fast.
Tomorrow night, at the very latest. You better get started before daybreak.
How many horses did you say old Andy stole?
Well, he didn't get any. Tried to get away with the whole herd, but the boys chased him off.
I can't understand it. Andy Winthrop would have given his life for my father.
Well, maybe, but not for you. Did you see a woman trying to run this ranch changes things? And old Andy saw his chance to make a lot of money. He's only human, and, well, he tried to get away with it.
I just told Luke Arliss to take his place as foreman. Thought you'd want me to do that.
Now, Mr. Adams, you're administering the estate. I'm running the ranch. I'd rather attend to these things myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I thought it'd save some time. We've got to get some more men in to take the place of those fellows that left with Andy.
Bring Arledge, and I'll give him his instructions.
Sure is beautiful.
Yes, sir. The most beautiful horses I've ever seen on any ranch.
Howdy, miss. Oh, we're looking for the boss.
I'm the boss. What is it?
No, I mean the he-boss.
I'm the only boss there is around here. What can I do for you?
We've never worked for a woman before, but maybe we can get used to it.
Oh, you want to go to work?
Yeah, that's the idea. You know, you're right smart for a girl.
We do need men around here. Do you know anything about horses?
Yes, ma'am. Met quite a few in my time.
How about the ones you haven't met before?
I leave that to my partner. He's right smart at getting acquainted.
Well, I guess I had to take a chance on you. The stables need cleaning.
I've never kept the house for horses before, but you'll be right proud of me before I get through.
Lindsay, I think we ought to only have men around here we know all about.
Well, everybody knows me. I thought maybe you did.
Put them to work.
All right. Come on, you fellas.
Thanks, boss.
Put your things in that bunkhouse. We decide what to do.
Thanks, partner.
Didn't get the name.
That little one looks kind of silly. Yeah, Jake. About as silly as a rattlesnake hanging on the end of your finger.
You know, I got the idea that you'd met Arledge before.
Not only met him, but I've done him a great favor.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saved him from committing a downright dishonest act.
I don't doubt it. Go on with your story.
Over in Colorado, Arledge took a right nice herd of horses from a fella without the fella knowing it at the time.
And I suppose you talked him into giving them back?
Well, I done even better than that. In order to make sure that the owner got them back, I took them horses myself. And I started looking for that fella. But you know, I looked and I looked and I looked and I never could locate him. Finally, I had to sell them horses myself. Pardon me. You got to figure Arledge's short on brains, but long on shooting. He's the best shot in the West.
Killer?
Occasionally. You see that tomato can on that scarecrow?
Yeah?
Well, he'd do it like this.
Ah, you little rascal. I didn't think you had it in you. See, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll take the first go, you take the second go, and we'll shoot together.
This ranch is spooky. And with Arledge here, it makes it more so.
A little too handy with those guns they have around here. Get rid of them quick. It's easier said than done. Put them up in Box Canyon tonight as horse guard.
Pretty far out, ain't it?
I'd say it was just about far enough.
What's that?
Sounds like a sissy rattlesnake.
Hey, you fellas ought to be more careful. You nearly hit me a little while ago. I was a scarecrow.
Hey, you quit playing scarecrow and keep your eye out for old Andy.
Oh, I thought you were going to help me to elope. I'm in love. And you don't know how terrible it feels.
It'll feel a whole lot worse if they catch you around here. Hey, sending you two to keep the horses out of Box Canyon tonight.
Whose idea was that?
Never mind. Box Canyon.
I guess it's Box Canyon.
heart mine. Don't sit and pine. Tell me all the cares that make you feel so blue. What have I done? Answer me, hun. Have I ever said an unkind word to you? My love is true, and just for you, I do almost anything at any time. Dear, when you sigh, or when you cry, something seems to grip this very heart of mine. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancy, baby. You know, dear, that I'm in love with you. Every cloud must have a silver lining. Smile, my honey dear, while I kiss away each tear, or else I shall be melancholy too.
You must realize, darling, it isn't a Lonzo I object to. I want you to wait till you're old enough to know your own mind.
I don't want to wait until I know my own mind. I want to be dragged by my hair to my lover's cave.
I felt the same way about it when I was your age. But the right man never came along, and I lost interest.
What about that fellow I saw you talking to in the yard today? From the window here, you look more than interested.
Maybe I was, for a minute.
And then?
And then he started to tell me how to run the ranch. Started right in by trying to boss me. There are enough people around here now trying to do that. I'm going to do my own thinking and my own bossing. Stop the pouting and get dressed for supper.
Oh, I'd feel better about it if they hadn't put poor Alonzo in jail. It seems so foreign to his finer nature.
Don't let that worry you. By this time, he's on his way to Kentucky and thinking about you every moment.
Oh, that's the trouble with him. He's always thinking. Oh, I want him to do something.
About time those fellows were showing up to relieve us.
Yeah, I was so sleepy I couldn't see a horse thief if I heard one.
Bed down by that fire over there. We'll call you when we want you.
Well, this is what I call real hospitality.
What do you mean now?
Nothing. Except them they picked out a nice place for us to sleep.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, well.
Where'd you leave him?
Over by the fire in the big rock.
Get their horses. They won't need them anymore.
Charlie's had a kind face the moment I set eyes on him. You know, we could sue him for that. Yeah. Isn't legal.
Well, now that you're dead, why don't you lay down? I don't mind Arledge killing us, but taking our horses away is going to store up again him. About an hour ago, you told me he's only 3 miles further. Hey, that's cheating. I've been cheating myself all my life.
Ever catch yourself?
Well, I'm too smart for that.
Darling. Darling. Don't be frightened. It's me, your own Alonzo, come to rescue you.
Where are you?
In the water trough, dearest, ready to die for you.
Well, of all places. First you act like a rabbit, now you're behaving like a water lily. Come out of there this instant, or I'll never speak to you again.
Oh, I can't, dearest. I really can't. Adams is around here, and he's promised to shoot me.
I wouldn't blame him if he did.
But I've got help, darling. And this time when we sneak away, nothing will stop us. Ouch.
You listen to me, Alonzo Moho. I'm not going to sneak away, and I'm not going to load with a horse trough.
Oh, but darling.
Don't you darling me.
Ow! Lenta! Ow! Lenta! Lenta, darling! Ow! Lenta!
If my feet hurt that bad, I wouldn't go back.
Well, I promise to elope that kid, and I'll do it, even if I have to wear a horseshoe. By the way, what are you going back for?
Oh, just a little unfinished business.
Can't be that you're worried about that sassy she-boss of yours.
No. No, she's in a lot of trouble and doesn't know it.
She won't thank you none for telling her. She's pretty sure of herself.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the kind that need help the most.
I guess you're right.
What are you bringing him in for? You can't drive that herd while he's with them. They follow every move he makes. I'll keep him in the corral. We'll get rid of the herd.
Should have shot him. He's a killer, isn't he?
Colonel Lindsay's the only man that ever rode him. No one else could lay a hand on him. He killed a couple that tried it.
Yeah?
I thought you said you put enough lead into those fellows to hold them down from now on.
Finest piece of horseflesh I ever saw. Seems kind of spooky. Maybe Arledge bit him.
So far, you've made 100% monkey out of yourself. Hey, maybe I can use that horse after all.
I'm going down to the bunkhouse and try and beat some of this fire out of my feet, starting to spread to my pants.
Hello, boy.
You don't look so good this morning. Maybe you didn't sleep so well last night.
I slept all right.
That's funny. I thought maybe you walked in your sleep.
We're breaking out some horses for saddle work. You Wyoming boys are generally pretty good at that sort of thing. Try your hand on this one. That's right, Mr. Adams. Always start with the easiest one first.
When that boy comes out of that corral, he better come out of riding.
What's Honey Boy doing here? He belongs with the herd.
Laramie wants to break him to the saddle again.
Oh, Mr. Laramie,
Yes, Miss Harriett?
please be careful. Since my father's death, that horse has developed a bad reputation.
A lot of us have. They don't deserve it. Maybe he's one of them. Hand me that hackamore there. Thanks, boy.
Easy, partner, now.
I'm afraid he'll get hurt.
Oh, Laramie never heard a horse in his life. Why, he can tame anything. Horses, cattle, or women.
Come on, partner. Be pretty.
Now, stay there till you sprout. Come out of there, you blanket squirrel. Well, you can hide in the doggonedest places I ever did see. I got a right good notion to send you back home to Kentucky.
Never. Without her. You know, I've been all wrong about this so far.
So far, you were wrong long before that.
She didn't want my kind of love. It was too sweet, too beautiful.
You know, it kind of hit me that way, too, son.
Easy, boy, now.
Move. Move. Move.
Sit around. Yeah, the only trouble with you is you don't like the folks around here. Well, I don't blame you. I don't like them either. That is, most of them. They're not the right kind of people. You know, if I was to tell that girl what a tough spot she's in, she'd have me run right off the place. Well, that's what comes of not having any horse sense like you've got. Now, come on, son. I'm going to get you a saddle on.
You know what she wants?
What?
She wants a caveman. What? You know, one of those fellas with a big black beard, and he lives in a cave and drags women around by the hair.
Now, let me give you a word of warning, son. Get all that hair dragging in before you get married.
But don't you see, this makes it very simple.
Yes. All we got to do is get you a cave and a beard.
That's just the idea. If I had a beard, maybe she'd take me seriously.
Now, I'm just going to leave that on for a while, son, until it feels natural again. Come on, come on. Is your horse, Miss Harriet? He doesn't deserve that bad reputation you spoke about.
He's always been dangerous.
No, not dangerous. He just knew too much.
Is that what you were trying to tell me a while ago?
I didn't know anybody was listening. I was talking to the horse.
Well, I know the horse is grateful for your advice. Maybe the horse needs it, but I'm quite sure I don't.
Maybe so, but I'll just stick around here a couple of days till I find out whether you do or not.
Well, I don't need you. I don't want you here. I think you'd better go.
You know better than that.
You keep out of this.
Oh, it tickles.
Tickles? You know that you and the mattress are getting to look more alike every minute.
Hello, caveman.
See? You knew it right away. Lonesome's lady lady love craves a caveman, so I've been fixing him up. Tonight's the big elopement.
Elopement?
Yeah, and tomorrow, you and I are on our way to Wyoming.
I'm not going back tomorrow.
So you're not going, huh? But you're in a hurry.
No, I'm going to stick around a while and see what happens. She might need me.
What's she?
Miss Harriett?
Romance, my dear friend from Wyoming, is when a man runs after a woman till she catches him. She ain't here.
Not here. Oh, Lenta. Lenta, darling. Hi, Storky.
Here, what's going on down there?
I told you we'd have trouble with those fellas. Well, get them and put a guard over them. We're going to look over the stables. You fellas circle around the back way. Come on, Olson, get in there.
Get out of those blankets until you get dry.
You know what? We've got to stay down here and let racket quiets down.
Oh. Now, what's the matter with you?
There's a dead man in there.
What?
And I think he's still alive.
Why, it's old Andy. What happened, Andy?
They're fixing to steal a herd.
Just as I thought.
Come on, let's get him out of here. Take him easy.
That herd will be out of here in a half an hour. I overheard the whole scheme.
I didn't think Arledge had brains enough to pull a deal like this.
Arledge and his gang are just hired hands. Adams is the fella's going to steal this herd.
Who?
Monroe Adams. That's old Warpaint. He's mighty sensitive. Kicks every time he hears a whistle.
Yeah? You mean like...
You're right. Say, listen, Andy. Think you can get help from Railhead?
Haven't got time. My men are up in the hills. If I can find them, I'll be coming back.
Listen, Lonesome. Give Andy your horse. Go on. Tracks. Watch that door.
Pick him up. Get over there. You're next.
Get Andy off all right?
Yeah.
Lonesome, you keep out of there. Come on, Tracky.
I see you found Laramie, all right.
Yeah, I found him. Old Andy was with him. I hit him just where I wanted him. He got scared and ran away.
Yeah, I can see you got the best of it. I'm taking those horses south myself.
Those horses don't leave without me.
All right, come on if you think you can make it.
I'll make it all right.
You fellas go out and find them, and don't come back till you do.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're hiding. Nobody would think of looking for us here.
I'll have to ask you to leave immediately. Mr. Adams has told me how Ollie saved the horses you tried to steal. I'm sorry it turned out this way.
I never stole a horse in my life. Right now, Trax and I are going to steal the whole herd. And you're going to help us steal it. Trax, keep your eye on that window. Monroe Adams has agents posted across the border waiting to buy those horses. He's getting them out of here in 15 minutes.
Adams? I don't believe him.
Well, that part's not important. We sent old Andy for help, but he won't be back here in time, so we're stealing the horses first.
Before we leave, I'm telling you, we changed our mind about our share. We want half, but we don't go.
Those men won't give it to you.
We'll take those horses ourselves.
I'd have you stop before you got to the border.
Not if I attend to you before we leave.
It seemed kind of funny at first stealing your own horses. But you'll get used to it. Trax, take Miss Lindsay out through the kitchen. I'll get the pasture gates open. We can start now. For once in your life, you're taking orders instead of giving them. Don't call for help. Now do as I tell you.
I've been looking everywhere for you. You know, I think there's something going on around here.
You do?
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Now listen. You get over the ranch house over there and keep your eye on those fellas.
Yeah.
See if you can hold them back a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, me? Gee.
Adams!
I'm sorry, Mr. Adams, but if you come any closer, I'll be obliged to shoot you.
Get out of the way, you idiot.
Lenta.
What, dear?
My chaw and tobacco.
You believe I stole those horses?
Yes. You're taking me along so you won't get hurt.
Now he's got him. Look, they're headed for the pass. We'll drive the herd right over them. Stampede them, boys! Let them have it! Where's the gondola? Keep on ahead! Watch for your life! Trying to ride out. Come on! We'll head them back here!
And I now pronounce you four people men and wives. Now, if the parties of the first part will kiss the parties of the second part, the marriage becomes legal.
Any orders, boss?
You know better than that.
Oh, you won't be needing this anymore, dear.
You know, I was just thinking.
Don't start that again.
Come on, Nick. Come on, honey. It becomes legal the moment I get my fee. The marriage becomes legal directly after I receive my fee.